Hi everyone, it's me, Nina. Haven't made a video in a couple days and I thought I better get on here and make a video for you guys so that you know that we're okay. It's just like anything else. When you have something that you love to do, it's fun to do it every day. But when it gets to where it's rainy or you're just not feeling the greatest or you just don't feel like making a video, it's really hard to make yourself get up and make a video. And so yeah, today I've been laying around on the couch and listening to one of my books that I have on. Actually, it is, my sisters were telling me about this site that you can go to, and it's called Hoopla, Hoopla. And if you have a library card, and if your library is part of this, I guess this app, you go on there and you can actually get books to read that are, like you can get them on your phone so that you can read them on your phone, or you can do like I did with this book. I wanted to read it and it looked really good, and they didn't have it available for me to be able to get an ebook form so I could read it on my phone, but they did have it available for audio. So I thought, I'm going to try that. I'd rather read a book, honestly, than to listen to somebody else read, but it's been okay for like when I'm cleaning the house, or actually the other day, it's been what, 3-4 days ago, I mowed the yard and I listened to the book while I was mowing the yard, so that came in handy. But anyway, the book that I'm listening to right now is called All the Little Hopes, and it's by Leah Wise. Now, this is the second one that I have, I'm going to say read by Leah Wise, and I think the first one was Blackbird Cafe, if I'm not mistaken. You can check out her name. Google it if you're interested. But anyway, in the book called All the Little Hopes, it is kind of set back like an Appalachian area in the ending of World War II. It doesn't go into a whole lot about the war, but it does speak of the war because of things, I'm just going to say, because of people that have been lost during the war. And I'm not going to tell you anything else in case you guys are avid readers and you want to read it for yourself. But it's really a good book so far. But I will share something that I learned today while listening to it. They were talking about a cake that their mama made, and the one girl calls it the 1, 2, 3, 4 cake. Now, I have no idea if this is a real cake or if they just put it in for, something to read or listen to in a book. But it calls for 1, 2, 3, 4. It calls for 1 cup of soft butter, 1 cup of milk, 2 cups of sugar, 3 cups of self-rising flour, and 4 eggs. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I thought, Steve's gone. He went to church this evening, and I thought maybe I could make that for him. Have a piece before, when he gets off of church tonight and before he goes to bed. But I don't have any icing either, so I thought I could make some of the egg white icing and just ice it with that. So I'm going to get started. Thought you guys might want to come along in the kitchen with me this evening and see if this is any good or not. Got my 4 fresh eggs from today even. Now, if you're wondering how the people in this book could afford to make a cake like this, because, they lived on rations during the war, and they probably wouldn't have had a lot of sugar or anything. I don't remember, but it seemed like they said during that time you only got like a cup of sugar, maybe, a ration card for that. Let me turn this other light on. Help any? I hope so. But anyway, this family in the book, they have bees, and the government needs the wax from the bees and to make things that would be rainproof. So yeah, the government would send them sugar, and the reason they got so much sugar is they would make sugar water like people do for hummingbirds. Well, they did that for the bees because the bees needed a lot of sugar, and if they were extracting all of the wax from them, they wouldn't have anything to live on because that's where the bees store their, the honey and everything. So because of that, they got extra sugar, and they were allowed to use it if they had extra to bake or do whatever they needed to make sweet tea, which, being done in the South, they love their sweet tea. So, all right, let's get started. I don't know, like I said, if this is a real recipe or not, we're going to find out together. I'm going to go ahead and beat the eggs first before I put the butter and everything else in there. So that was I guess we should have done it in order, huh? With the softened butter. So we've got 1 cup. And I was like, oh my goodness, that's going to be 2 sticks of butter. That's a lot of butter. But we're going to go for it anyway. All right, 2 sticks of butter. Then 1 cup of milk. And that makes a total of 2 cups of sugar. And that makes 3 cups of self-rising flour. And of course, we've already got the 4 eggs in there. I'm going to scrape down the sides a little bit. Seems kind of strange not having any vanilla or anything in there. Looks really pretty now. Look how smooth that is. Now in the book, the lady used 2 cake pans, and I've got cake pans, but I'm just going to go ahead and do it in a, I think this is a 9 by 11. And that way I have a cover and stuff for this pan, and I don't have one for if I make a double layer cake. And I thought that icing that I'm going to do, the homemade icing, would probably work out better with it being thin. Some of the air bubbles out. While I'm waiting for the oven to preheat, I thought I would just talk a little bit about what's been going on. Yesterday we had, oh, there's the oven. Let me get that put in. I'll finish my story. All right, so yesterday we had Mom and her husband Chummy. They came over, oh, I'm not sure what time it was, about 4 or 5 o'clock yesterday afternoon. And Chummy's birthday was the day before, and he turned 82. And Mom is 81. So anyway, I think I've told you guys this before, they love watching that wrestling. I don't know what it's called now. Used to be WWE, the type of wrestling. Well, anyway, Steve always has watched it. And matter of fact, my grandpa's watched it, which is probably where Mom learned to like it from her dad. And then Steve's dad always watched it, and Steve watched it. He got our son and then our grandsons, especially the youngest one. He used to love to watch it. I don't know about now. But so anyway, Mom and Chummy came up, and they watched that wrestling with us, and I didn't watch very much of it. I actually listened to my book on tape, and while they were watching, I was in there with them, but I don't really get into that stuff. But I'm glad that they enjoy doing that and watching it together. So Steve went out and made hamburgers on the grill. So we had those Angus beef hamburgers. Let's see, I took her to Sam's Club because they don't have a membership, and she wanted to get some snack stuff to bring with her. So we had, she bought some of those individually packaged Angus burgers. So she got those, got some buns, and got a cake for Chummy that had strawberries and stuff all over it. She had already baked him a birthday cake, but had given most of that away to his kids and stuff that came over. So when they came up here, I made some baked beans and macaroni salad, and then we had chips, and we had pop, and we had everything like that. So it was a nice time, and I enjoy being with Mom so very much. I'm so thankful that she is as healthy as she is, and I feel very blessed because other than Steve, my mom is my best friend, and she's someone that I can turn to and talk to about anything in the world that's going on, and she's not going to open her mouth. I think everybody needs a friend that they can confide in, because at times things get heavy if you got to carry them all to yourself. And sometimes even just getting it off your chest makes you feel better. I know it does me. All right, I'm going to go ahead and get the dishes put in the dishwasher while we're waiting on the cake to bake. You probably already seen when I had the camera over there that I've still got some veggies from the garden. That's about all that we have left, and I plan on fixing those this week. I know it looks really junky over there with all of the, the air fryer and my Instant Pot and everything, but I use this stuff so often, and I would have to go back out on the shelves out in the laundry room all the way to the back, dig it all out. It's so much easier for me here. So I went ahead, and this is the mixer that I just used, and then in the pocket, that's where I put my emulsion blender. So everything's all there. Easy for me to get to. Miss Erica always wants to see Willow get a treat. There you go. She always takes it over underneath the table, and that's where she has her treats at. That didn't take very long. Jump up and get them put in the dishwasher. So thankful for that. Yeah, I got a junky counter. I've still got baked beans sitting out, some of the eggs sitting out. It's all right. This is a working kitchen. We live here. Got 10 minutes left, and then we'll check the cake. Now, it didn't say in the book how long to bake this, so I put it on 350, and we will try it for 30 minutes, and then I'll let you know.
Stay on my mind. You'll stay on my mind. Since you came to me, my life has changed. will be gone, the good remains. I will walk this world, will walk this.
Looks a little bit different than a regular cake, but I think I'll wait for Steve to get home to try it. I'll let it cool, then make the icing.
You'll stay.
Ooh, that's a big bite.
Yeah. Oh, that's good.
Do you really think so? I haven't tried it yet. Except for it not to have no not flour, but vanilla. I was kind of wondering, but it's good.
Yeah.
Well, the icing I just made with egg whites, vanilla, and sugar. So is it all right?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't put any of that. What is it, cream of tartar or
Yeah.
whatever? Yeah.
Yeah, it's all good.
Good. I'm glad you like it. All right, everyone. Thanks for watching. Have a great night. We'll talk to you on the next video. Bye-bye.